Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. Today I thought I'd talk a little bit more about cryptocurrency. This comes in response to a viewer, Conberry G, asking if I've ever done any cryptocurrency mining. If so, what was my experience and did I make any money? Was it worthwhile? So I thought I'd quickly talk about cryptocurrency, kind of go over my past experience. I have done a video already talking about my past cryptocurrency experience mining Litecoin LTC, but I thought I'd do an updated video here and then if it's worthwhile getting back into mining cryptocurrency with the very, very strong performance of all cryptocurrencies. You can see here Bitcoin really skyrocketing price over the last year here from $600 all the way to $4,000 plus. Ethereum as well, going from $13 to $296, and Litecoin as well, going from $3 to $4. At one point, breaching $50 for a short amount of time, but still trading very consistently $40 plus. So is it worthwhile getting back into mining cryptocurrency? So just to briefly update you guys, I did put out a video prior about 3 months ago. Please go back to that video. It gives a little bit more in-depth experience, a recount of how I got into cryptocurrency mining and what my experience was. But I did do some Litecoin mining. Essentially, I did it on GPUs when that was still able to be done on GPUs. I put a bunch of GPUs on motherboard. I actually had 3 or 4 motherboards. Each motherboard had 6 GPUs running. Essentially, I was running those at 100% capacity. So as you can imagine, it was eating up a lot of electricity. They got very hot, so I actually had to put them in the basement, kind of cordoned off a corner of the basement, put a portable air conditioner in that as well, vented that space out. So I was also having to pay for essentially running an air conditioner 24/7. So at the beginning, it made some money, but as you guys may or may not know, the more people who mine a particular cryptocurrency, the less you make per hashing power. So you have to put more electricity, more GPU power into getting each individual coin. So when I first started off, it was profitable, but the amount of hashing power that I needed to get a coin kept increasing, really in an exponential fashion. So the amount of electricity and cooling that I was having to pay for did not keep pace with the coin. And back then, coins were $3, $4 a coin. So it really didn't make any sense. And actually, I got into it right around here or so when the Litecoins were $20 to $30 per coin. So at that point, mining on GPUs was able to be done. And you could make a profit, even factoring in the cost of electricity, the cost of cooling, the cost of equipment, and the cost of trading those coins on an exchange like Coinbase here. This is the Coinbase application. But when the coin prices fell and more individual miners started mining, so again, the more people who mine, the less coins you get per hashing power. It really didn't make any sense. I was spending more on cooling electricity than I was making a profit on Litecoin. So I essentially sold off all my GPUs, all my computer equipment, and really was at a loss. But over the last year here, factoring in now the price of Litecoin, I have 68 Litecoin still in cold storage, basically on a hard drive, tucked away on another computer. Those coins are now worth quite a bit of money. I think $3,000 to $3,500 now. So now I'm back in the green overall, even considering that I sold off my GPUs at a loss. So I'm now thinking about maybe getting back into mining Litecoin. And now that Coinbase has really been established, back then as well, when I was doing my Litecoin mining, again back, I think it was 2014, 2013 or so, the exchanges were quite dodgy. The exchanges were in Eastern Europe. You'd put your coins on the exchange, sell those off, and then hope that some of your money was sent back to you. Coinbase has kind of changed that dynamic. It's very, very trustworthy, at least in my experience. It's got a very good business model. Again, it's a little bit pricey, but it's very, very safe as well. I've had, as you can see here, a few Bitcoins, or well, actually a few fractions of a Bitcoin on this exchange for years. I've had these on Coinbase for 2013 or so. At one point, these were like $1 or so. But with the recent price increase of Bitcoin, you can see it's now worth $10. But I've literally had those just sitting on the Coinbase servers for 5-6 years now, and nothing's happened to the coin. So very, very happy with Coinbase. But again, it is pricey. But with the recent price increase here, I'm thinking I might get back into mining some Litecoin. It was kind of fun when I did it back when I had all the GPUs kind of configured to motherboards and had those things running, kind of like a little Litecoin mining farm. Kind of fun to do. Was making a little bit of a profit back here. When it started getting to the point where I was spending so much on electricity, I got out of it, sold all my equipment. But I'm thinking about getting back into Litecoin, given the price increase. And there's a number of different websites you can go to. And you can see here a very good calculator here. And it really goes through and helps you kind of figure out if you are going to be profitable or not mining these particular Bitcoins, Litecoins, different types of script coins here. This calculator is nice. It has some of the more popular types of coins. Litecoin used to be the silver of the cryptocurrency world. I think Ethereum has taken that over, so Litecoin is sort of the bronze now. Bitcoin is the gold. But it goes through, you can go through your hashing power. That's simply a calculation of what your machinery is able to do, power consumption, essentially electricity cost per kilowatt, and then you can kind of configure if you're going to be making a profit or not. And this all really depends on the price of the cryptocurrency. Like I said, I was making a profit until the price of cryptocurrency dropped, my Litecoin dropped, until a lot more people started mining Litecoin, where it took more hashing power for each coin than I got out of that particular mining endeavor. But I take a look at a piece of machinery I'm taking a look at buying. So now they have machinery is simply made for mining Litecoin. So instead of using GPUs and repurposing those to mining Litecoin, you can see here, this is a great script coin miner, L3 Plus Ant miner. You can see here it's 1644, payback period 88 days. Hashing power, you can see 504 mega hash per second. 800 is the power cost per day. This is all configured for you. But if we take a look at the calculator, this is also through that other website, cryptocompare.com. But if we take this into the calculator as well, so this is saying I'll essentially make $18.52 a day, or the current price of the coin is at. If we go back to the calculator and kind of plug all those numbers in, so hashing power, 504, the power consumption 800, and again, you can configure this for any type of machinery you're using. If you're using it for GPU, I'm going to say 11 cents here per kilowatt hour where I live. So you can see here, mining Litecoin on this particular machine, 504 hashing power, power consumption, kilowatt, actually that's not $11, 0.11. You can see profit per month, $594. So that is very, very good. $19.81, which compares favorably to the last calculation here, $18.52. So this is a pretty good website to calculate what you're going to be making per machinery. And again, you can calculate this at anything you want. I simply use this one here because it's a very, very powerful miner, one of the most cost-effective miners right now. But as the price of the coin goes up and down, and as more people mine, the ability to make a profit declines. So the payback period can start increasing 200 days, 300 days. It could get to the point where you'll never be able to pay back the price of the equipment. That's really the risk of cryptocurrency mining. You put a lot of money into buying the equipment, but if you're not able to pay it back in a certain amount of time, the hashing power gets to the point where you have to buy additional equipment to make a profit. So it's kind of a never-ending arms race, and that's why I got out of Litecoin mining back in the day when the price started going down and more people started mining. But I think it is probably profitable right now, but it's very, very contingent on the price of the coin. So if Bitcoin here, if Litecoin started going back to even what it was maybe a month ago, you can see here jump down all the way to $40. If you take a look at the last year here, this has really just jumped up since March of last year. So less than a year, it's jumped from $4, $50, really reliably at $40 in Bitcoin as well, jumping from $600, $700 all the way up to $4,000. So if the price of these coins starts to trail back a bit, the profitability, I think, will become to the point where electricity and cooling and cost of equipment is going to outpace the price of profit. But just wanted to do a quick review here. I know a few of the viewers wanted me to talk about cryptocurrency, my experience after putting out that prior video, and then whether I would get back into it or not. And I think I might jump back in. I think I might go ahead and buy a piece of machinery here. This is a great calculator, like I said. And then I was taking a look at this particular piece of hardware, the L3 Plus Ant miner. I'm not sure if that's the best one or not. If any of you guys are doing some Bitcoin mining, please let me know what kind of machinery you're using, what piece of equipment you're using. Is there something else that's going to be coming out? Really, really interested. I think threshold, the top price I'd want to pay is around $2,000 or so. I wouldn't want to put any more money into it because, again, this is kind of an experiment. I don't want to put a lot of money into it. When I had my GPUs going, I had about $5,000 or $6,000 in the entire setup, so it's quite risky. I was making a profit back then, but as soon as I wasn't making a profit, I went ahead and quickly sold off my GPUs because the price of the hardware really goes down quite quickly, even quicker than normal computer hardware. A lot of my GPUs I would buy for $400 to $300, and then I'd only be able to sell those off for $200 to $100 because of the arms race. Always new equipment coming out, and it's all about hashing power. The more hashing power you have, the more you're able to get coins more quickly and the better rate of return per day. So yeah, if you guys are mining Bitcoin, let me know what machinery you would buy or what piece of equipment you would buy. Definitely am going to buy something, and I'm going to start mining. I just have to figure out which piece of equipment that I want to mine with. And again, I'll do this until the profitability becomes negative. I'll go ahead and sell off my equipment after that. So yeah, just wanted to talk about that. I don't want to make the video too long, so I'll kind of end it there. Again, if you guys have any good experience with any types of machinery, equipment, let me know. Definitely looking to spend about $2,000, less than $2,000 actually, probably around 1,000 to 1,500, 2,000 would be the max. Let me know if there's any good pieces of equipment you would buy. Definitely want to get into it. Want to do a plug and play. Don't want to necessarily have to configure a bunch of protocols like I had to do with my GPU conglomeration. That took about 2 or 3 weeks to set up actually initially. I want something I can plug into the wall and start mining with an internet connection. So it's something that's plug and play. So if you guys have any great ideas, let me know. And yeah, kind of with that, I don't want to make the video too long. I'll end it there. As always, if you guys enjoy my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Until next video.